Just a minute, ladies and gentlemen. I think something is happening.
I defend my family. I think I do a pretty good job of defending my family.
Yeah, my sister, bless her heart, she's as loyal as the day is long.
From the bloodline of the boss, the legacy's thick. Angel Gotti in the game, yeah, she move like a brick. Daughter of the Don, heart pure, never phony. Build her own lane, got respect like a trophy. Loyal to the bone, she don't switch, never fold. Truth in her tone, every word she say bold. Protecting the name with the fire in her chest. My father on her lips, she don't settle for less. From with Angel Gotti, light it up like fire. Mob to queen, take the hate up higher. Strong, sharp, real with a touch of grace. You feel the Gotti blood when she step into place. Loyalty runs deep, she ain't never alone. She got street sense and pride in her tone. Say what she feel, always bold, never sorry. Bow to the queen, we talking Angel Gotti. We talking Angel Gotti. A mother, a grandma with backbone and grit. She been through the storm but ain't never quit. She wear that last name like a crown on her head and stand for respect, not the gossip that spread. Got love from the real ones, the fans that ride. Cause angels speak facts, she ain't gotta pick sides. She got stories to tell with a heart full of fight. Built from the fire, now she shining the light. She don't need no crown, her name say it all. Standing 10 toes down, never scared to brawl. Legacy deep, yeah, the roots from wide. Gotti in the blood with that fire and stride. Not just a name, it's the life she defend. You can love her or hate her, but she don't pretend. Well, I've seen Gotti light it up like fire. Mob to queen, take the hate up higher. Strong, sharp, real with a touch of grace. You feel the Gotti blood when she step in the place. Loyalty runs deep, she ain't never alone. She got street sense and pride in her tone. Say what she feel, always bold, never sorry. Bow to the queen, we talking Angel Gotti. From the bloodline of the boss, the legacy's thick. Angel Gotti in the game, yeah, she move like a brick. Daughter of the Don, heart pure, never phony. Build her own lane, got respect like a trophy. Loyal to the bone, she don't switch, never fold. Truth in her tone, every word she say bold. Protecting the name with the fire in her chest. My father on her lips, she don't settle for less. From with Angel Gotti, light it up like fire. Mob to queen, take the hate up higher. Strong.
Hi, everyone. Let me know if you can hear me. I didn't mean to play that song twice. So thank you, DJ Kaz. I love that song.
A great song.
Isn't that great? I love it. Let me get this off the screen. Just let me, just want to make sure everyone can hear me. Can you hear us? Okay, they can hear us. Okay, so this disclaimer is on the screen for a reason. Ever since Adam, our family friend and attorney, came on the other night, he wants this up. I'm not going to keep this screenshot up every time we go live, but it's going to be in the description of every show that we do from now on. So you got there. This is the disclaimer. Let me get it off the screen, and then we can say hello to everyone. There you go. Hello. Hello, Dr. Jim. Hello there, Tony Silo.
Hello, Angel. Hello, Dr. Jim. What's up? Hello, everybody.
Hello, guys.
Hi, everybody. Let me go back. I just wanted everyone to know we did this live tonight because Tony's not going to be here tomorrow night. So, and I felt like doing this anyway. I think this is an important topic to cover tonight. And then tomorrow night is our Wednesday night members only. So get your memberships now if you want to be a part of tomorrow night. Let's see, every Wednesday we do memberships. Okay, so let me scroll back. I'm scrolling back so I can say hello to everyone all the way back. Okay, so Edwin, thank you very much. And Edwin, thank you so much for that pre-show that you did to tell, send people here. I appreciate you more than you'll ever know, Edwin. And let me just say this. There are content creators who are outright attacking Edwin. You, Edwin has never spoken badly about anyone. Even people that I don't like, Edwin will not talk badly about them. When Eric Foss got arrested, Edwin did a bless Eric Foss show. Okay, uh, everything he did one for Templar. He supports. He's kind to everyone. So if you can't accept that, you're just a scum bucket. Truthfully, if you can't appreciate what a good person that Edwin is. Edwin even went over and supported somebody that I can't stomach, but he still supports everyone and he's kind to everyone and he forgives everyone. So you're just a piece of shit if you can't if you attack Edwin.
So true. I mean, Edwin.
Unbelievable.
Edwin goes to every chat. He tries to, lift everybody up in a spiritual way, and now to call him all kinds of names and curse about him. That's disgusting, man. Maybe
Really
you should
is.
be half the man. You should be half the man he is doing what he's
It
doing
should
right
be a
now.
quarter, a smidgen, this tiny bit of a man that Edwin is. Okay. Hey there, Mickey Griggs. Hey there, Tim Pale TV. Hey there, Kevin. How are you? Perfective Aggressor. How are you? Butterfly Kisses. Thank you for everything that you do, Butterfly Kisses. Hello there, my Joy. How are you, Joy? Ah, we'll see. You'll watch it again tomorrow. That's it. Hey, Dale C. How are you? Laura, how are you? Scrolling down. Of course, I'll be behind. Dr. Jim is here with us tonight, and he's going. I'm going to play a video for everybody. Haters, pay attention. Truthfully, everybody, pay attention. I've been
Satan.
following this man called Jefferson Fisher, and people say, "Oh, she's not responding. She's terrified of them. She's petrified of this one." No, not at all. I'm just trying. Trying to smarten up and not respond to certain things. And I've said this so many times when people, especially if I know you're going to do a hatchet job on me and you're going to rip me apart, I'm not watching you. My former friends, I'm not watching you. I'm not listening to you because I don't want to fight. I don't want to fight with you. And if I listen to your stuff, I know that I'm going to respond and I don't want to. I don't want to do that anymore ever again. So we're going to listen to something. I hope everybody, and we're going to ask Dr. Jim about it. So I hope everybody pays attention and maybe, people can smarten up. Hey there, Betty. How are you, Betty? Hey there, Tommy Real Deal. Hi, Adele. How are you? Hey, Jesse Roth. Who else? Scrolling.
Satan wants the link.
Satan's coming up already?
He's in the chat. He wants the link.
Okay. Well, I hope that, you know what, Satan, I really want you to watch this too, and I hope you learn something from it as well. But I hope you don't make jokes or, do anything like that until the video is over. But yeah, I would have sent it to you if I knew you wanted to come on tonight. I would have emailed it to you. Hey there, my Carol. How are you, Carol? Let's see, who else is here? Hey, Carol H. How are you, Carol H? Hey, Derek. Let's see, who else is here?
You got Skeets here. What's up, Skeets?
Go ahead, you
Leanne.
say hello to everyone too.
All right. What's up,
Like,
Kathy?
I'm always behind.
I got you. We got Dana. What's up, Dana? Leanne, Kathy Fagan, Sugar Plum. How are you? Palmina's here. Tommy Real Deal. I just seen. Laura's here. Melissa's here. How are you guys? Meangreene is here. What's up? Sicilian Syndicate, Chris Archilla, Skeets. How are you guys doing? Always good to talk to you during the day and see you at night.
Avatar things up here. Guess who figured it out?
Who?
You did.
Domino.
The
I
dog?
just set my phone down and he stepped on it and I yelled at him and all of a sudden I looked in the bottom of my phone, some big red button is on and his picture's up there. I'm like, you gotta be shitting me.
So,
I didn't even see that button.
Okay, so now you know where it is. You could turn
Yeah.
your avatar on and off at any time.
Yeah. I
Okay,
just wanted to let you know I figured it out.
all right.
Well, the dog did.
Very good.
Hi, Dr. Jim.
Hi, Edna. Good to hear your voice.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Hey, Marky Mark. Hey, Chris Capello. How are you? Let me see. Who did I forget? You know what? Let me just can you hear the TV or no?
No, a little bit. Doesn't bother
A little-
nobody though. It's
It's
fine.
not
Leave
bothering
it.
anybody? Okay.
It's fine, Angel.
Oh, okay. Because my daughter went up to bed and she forgot to lower the TV. Hey there, Chickie. How are you, Chickie? Okay. So the thing, Skeets, I'll answer you. Jim has all of his people over here. Okay. So he's letting his people know. He's allowed to do that here. He's letting all his people know about this person that they all knew. So that's that.
Listen, if you can't respect it and you don't want to see it, you can go. I mean,
can
honestly,
go.
there's been no problems with him here the last few nights. He hasn't done anything out of the ordinary. He's a comedian by trade. Let it go, guys. Calm down.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, somebody erased one of Edwin's messages. I don't know why.
That's a fake Edwin if it was Edwin's message removed.
Oh,
Unless
okay.
maybe Edwin removed his own message. Sometimes he retracts and rewrites it.
Oh, okay.
Oh, so there was a fake Edwin here?
I don't know. No, I think what he did was I think he retracted what he did. I think he removed it and he might have spelled something wrong and he came back and wrote another one right
Okay,
away.
all right. Marky Mark says those people are not content creators, they're assholes. Goofballs with a mic and YouTube account. F them, Edwin. I agree. But Edwin is such a good man, you know.
Listen, Edwin puts up little posts. Edwin puts up his own, lives that he does, and he always takes the time to mention somebody so they feel special. He puts their names in that. And why go after this guy? I have no idea. I mean, you can't even think of why. It's just stupid at this point, really. It's just people looking to be troll aggravators is exactly what it is.
This is a good alternative to TV. People are getting farther and farther away from sitting in front of the television sets and looking at the different shows. They're looking for an alternative. This is a format like you guys have here, like Angel and Tony are talking. The people much better than I do, the viewers, but it gives people a good option to have some fun, hear about people that they know about, and so on. And I kind of think, although this is a podcast, it is a form of a reality show too, because you have all these different characters that you guys are referring to and talking about. And I'm thinking it's just pretty interesting. This guy doing this person doing that. So this is like a reality. This is a reality show as far as I can see, and I think it's a very good alternative to someone who's sick of the same old stuff on television.
You know what it is? It's like a reality TV show for your friends because you got the same 200 to 300 people that come and you all get along with one another and you go from there as long as it takes.
Yeah, it's a good diversion. I think it's really great. And it's very. You guys have a very professional thing here. You got a great background. You got a great theme song. Tony, you're a great mediator. Angel is a great hostess. And you get some really interesting people. Like this Jim Terry, interesting guy. You have interesting viewers. Edna, who's that guy? Frankie Buick, the guy from Australia.
Oh, Tony Buick.
Tony
Buick. I'm just thinking. Yeah, you have interesting people calling in from all over the world and stuff like that. So I think this for someone just coming in for the first time, this would be very interesting for them.
Yeah, thank you. also last night, no, when was it? Sunday night, we had on our family, very dear friend and our attorney, Adam. He was on Sunday night. We had a great time. We laughed
Oh,
so hard.
That's great.
We had a
That's
really good time. Yeah. And
yeah, that was a great show.
and it was like a double dose of Jim.
Yep, wasn't it? Yeah.
He's a piece of work. He gave me an hour lecture yesterday as he cracked jokes in the middle. This is legal. This is not legal. Come on, Tony. We got to get this together. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
We were on the phone for about 2 hours yesterday.
Oh, really? Okay. He
Yeah.
he called. I was on the phone with him today. He called me. He says, "Listen, I'm gonna write up a legal disclaimer for you. I want you to put that in, put it on that show, and this way, you
I
play it.
couldn't read
And
the
let
whole
them know."
thing.
I'm sorry.
No, I said I couldn't read the whole thing. It
Yeah,
was
well,
like,
it's in the description. It's going to be in the
okay.
description of every show that we do. It'll be in there. I tried to put it in the ticker, for the bottom, but you're only allowed 200 characters. So, speaking of tickers, where is my ticker? Yeah, there it is. You're only allowed 200 characters, so it was a whole long thing. Where am I? Here's the comments. Okay. So who else? Chris Achilla. Did I say hello to you, Chris? Shock
Hey,
Hitter. How are you, Shock Hitter?
look who's here. Bob. What's up, Bob?
Hey, Bob. Okay. So I want to play this video for everybody. Ground. Oh, if you, everybody, you know what to do if people come in insulting anybody up on the panel. I don't care who it is. You know what to do. And don't be afraid to block them. If they're insulting people up here, don't be afraid to block them. Don't time them out. Don't delete. Just block them. Gigi says, let your presence be known. Hit that like button.
59 likes so far. Come on, guys.
Oh, come on. Stop being stingy with the likes. Okay. I watched Storage Wars from the beginning. I can't remember seeing him. Yeah, he's on there.
yeah, I saw.
Yeah. Okay. So here's the video that I want to play for everyone. It's from Jefferson Fisher. I really like this man. I really like all his videos. You'll see why. So let me get it. And then Jim, you can give Dr. Jim, you can give us your your opinions on what he's saying.
Okay, I'm going to take a few notes, and I'll be looking at it closely.
Okay, very good. Can everybody see it?
Yep.
Yeah.
What's up?
I can see it.
Let me see if I can make this bigger. Okay, so now everybody can see it. Okay, here we go.
Most of us were never taught but deal with every day how to not take things personally. If you want to never feel angry or bothered by anyone, this is where you start. You have to master the art of emotional detachment. Not from people, not from life, but from the emotional hooks that people unknowingly toss into your path. This isn't about apathy, it's about clarity. Because the truth is, most of what bothers us about other people isn't really about them. It's about how we interpret their behavior through our own lens of insecurity, fear, or expectation. When someone cuts you off in traffic, disrespects you in a meeting, or sends a passive-aggressive text, the initial sting you feel, that tightness in your chest, that burning response in your gut, isn't coming from them. It's a response in which you feel about yourself and your own ability to construct and keep yourself pure. It's coming from your own interpretation of what that act means about you. That's where the real work begins. And this is where people get it wrong. They focus on changing other people. But let me ask you, how's that working out for humanity?
Now, do you agree with everything he's saying so far,
You asking me?
Dr. Jim?
Oh
Yes.
yeah, I'm making some notes. Yeah, absolutely. He's spot on. I love it. I'm taking some notes right now and jotting down some of my own thoughts. Um, yeah, what disturbs people is not what happens to them; it's how they perceive what happens to them. So
Mhm.
I love it so far. Everything he's saying, I love it.
Okay, so let's go.
See, we've been taught to tether our peace to things outside of our control. Someone else's tone of voice, someone else's opinion, someone else's behavior. And then we wonder why our emotional state is so fragile. The problem isn't that people are offensive. The problem is that we keep choosing to be offended. And I don't say that to dismiss real injustice. There's a time to speak up. But I'm talking about the everyday irritations, the little things we carry around like emotional debt, allowing someone's passing comment to rent space in our minds for hours or days. That's self-inflicted suffering. The ancient Stoics understood this. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You don't have to turn this into something. It doesn't have to upset you." Let that sink in. You don't have to turn a rude email into a personal attack. You don't have to turn a cold shoulder into a rejection of your worth. You don't have to turn someone's bad day into your bad day. This is where emotional freedom begins, not in changing what happens, but in...
Okay, we have to stop and talk. So,
Yeah, I also think part of it, what he's saying is, don't take yourself so serious. Sometimes we take ourselves so seriously, and the little bit of an irritant, like he's saying, will set you off. Or what did this guy really mean when he said this to me, and so on. Don't take yourself so seriously. I try to practice that myself. It's not.
right.
I'm not taking myself so seriously that I'm going to take all these little irritating things said or conveyed to me and turn that into an insult that I'm going to keep thinking about. It's not worth my time or energy.
Okay, here we go.
changing how we label it. Now, emotional detachment is not suppression. I'm not telling you to pretend you don't feel. I'm saying recognize the feeling, name it, and then interrogate it before you act on it. There's a pause, however small, between stimulus and response. That space is where power lives. Most people never find it. They're on autopilot. Someone pushes a button and boom, they react. But if you can learn to stretch that space, to observe your emotional patterns with curiosity instead of judgment, you start to notice something profound. Most of what agitates you isn't personal at all. You see someone rolling their eyes while you speak in a meeting. Your mind jumps to, they don't respect me, or I must sound stupid. But maybe they just got a text about their sick child. Maybe they didn't sleep last night. Maybe their response has nothing to do with you. And even if it was about you, what then? You still get to choose your response. You still get to decide whether you hand over your peace like a gift to someone else's immaturity.
And I agree with that 100%. And that's what I've always done in the past. I've always exploded. Soon as someone said something, my best friend my daughter, my best friend would tell me, ignore it, don't respond, you're giving them too much power, don't do it, don't. But I never listened to anyone, and sure enough, put up a show and start going back at that person. That went on for quite a while. And you know where it got me? Absolutely nowhere.
Well, on here, when they even fight in the chat or something, take a deep breath quick and then say what you're going to say, write what you're going to say. Because if you just come out and explode on the person, it's never going to work out right. You're going to be going back and forth forever.
Yeah, it's the old adage, think twice before you speak, right? So, yeah, and I also agree with what he's saying is, hey, this person could be saying this or rolling their eyes at you, whatever it might be, but they may just be having a horrible day. Something has happened in their marriage, something has happened in their life, and they're reacting to what's happening to them, and it's really nothing to do with you. It's not personal, but we sometimes tend to take it personally.
Well, but a lot of it on here is personal. a lot of the content creators on here who, for no reason at all, will just start attacking you. Maybe it's because they want attention, or maybe it's because maybe my name they think will bring them views. I don't know. But they will just come on and attack me, even though I haven't even said a word about them. Do you understand?
Well, that
Yes.
could be
So
fear.
it's
You know,
up
it
to
could.
me how I react to that. And so when I choose to not watch, not listen, and not react at all, I'm told I'm petrified of these people.
No, but let me switch that around on you. Maybe they're petrified that they would never say one of those words if they ever did run into you face to face. You see, it's a big difference to type behind a keyboard or actually see somebody live and say it. They'll never say that to your face, only on a keyboard or behind the mic here.
That's a good point, Tony. That's a great point. You know, there's something about Angel and her show that's bothering them, right? Angel's not saying what they want her to say. She's not bringing the guests on bringing them on as guests like maybe they want. I don't know, but she's not doing something that they want to be done. So therefore, they're choosing to attack. And like you said, because they're afraid there's something in what Angel's doing or saying that threatens them in some way, whether it's viewers or whatever it might be. But there's something that they find threatening.
Go ahead. I'm sorry to interrupt you. I said I wasn't going to do that anymore to people either. But go ahead, finish, and then
No, so there's something there. I think Tony's got a point there. There's something they find threatening. Oh, my show is going to have less viewers, or this is not what I want to talk about, or I should be talking about this, or I should be doing what Angel is doing. I should be as successful as Angel. It should be me. It's something like that. We can't always tell for sure, but yeah. And if you take all these things to heart, right, you're never going to have any peace. So this guy is so great. He's saying you got to learn to just let it go, man.
Exactly.
I watched it.
Because they want. All right, I bring Jim up. They don't want Jim here. They hate Jim. So they're mad at me because I still allow Jim up here.
You're not doing what they want. Exactly.
Let me ask you a question for Angel, all three. Why do you think they hate him? Why do you think they never gave him a chance? Not one chance. There was a group from the first 5 minutes that said, F you, we're getting you.
Well, because he has a history with them. They have a history together.
No, I'm talking about our old people.
Oh,
they jumped
people.
him.
They did. They jumped right in. I know.
They jumped him that night like he was a stranger walking in their neighborhood and went to bat on him. You know what? They never gave him a chance.
Are you talking about Jim Terry?
Jim Terry.
Jim Terry. Never gave him a chance. He came up on this panel. They went on attack mode, research mode. They went for his throat immediately.
Whoa.
And they bought the one side of it. They all bought the one-sided of him. Now, I've listened to both sides, and I understand both sides. Like, I've listened to a content creator that her and him don't like each other, and when I was listening to her, I said, "Oh man," and I felt very bad. I even apologized to her because I felt really bad. But then you listen to his side. Then you listen to a person that's on both sides. You listen to them, and they say it's both sides. You understand? I might be confusing people, but the people that I was, formally associated with, those people, they just were automatically went to the other side, and they just automatically didn't like him from Jump Street. Which, okay, you're entitled to that, but to attack me, lie about me, say that I said things that I never said, and then you've been on attack mode ever since. That's not right. That's not right. Those were not friends. Those were not real friends. Those were, as one content creator called it, superficial friends. But if I show you shows from last year where they're saying Angel is my friend, but now all of a sudden now I'm a superficial friend. Who cares? But that's the point that I wanted to say. They're upset with me because of who I bring on my panel. Not that they want to come up and I refuse them. It's who I bring up on my panel. But, that wasn't the point of this. Let's finish this.
Let's go deeper. Why are we so easily rattled by others? Often it's because we haven't fully owned our sense of worth. When your identity is fragile, it becomes easy to bruise. If someone's comment can shatter your day, they own a piece of you. And here's the truth. No one should have that kind of power. Not a boss, not a parent, not a stranger on the internet. But we give it away, usually without realizing it. This is why detachment is a skill. It's not coldness, it's clarity. It's the ability to see a situation as it is, not through the distorted lens of insecurity or ego. And when you train yourself to pause, to reflect, to question the story your mind is telling you, you begin to take back control. You shift from being emotionally reactive to being emotionally intelligent. You no longer need to be right. You no longer need validation from someone who doesn't even know your full story. And you definitely don't need to internalize every glance, every silence, every offhand remark. People will be who they are. That's one of the few guarantees in life. Some will be kind, some will be thoughtless, some will be amazing, and others will test every ounce of your patience. But once you stop trying to edit who they are and instead focus on mastering your response, the entire game changes. You realize that emotional peace doesn't come from a world that never irritates you. It comes from becoming the kind of person who can't be easily irritated. And yes, this takes practice. You're gonna slip.
And I have slipped. I don't care about like strangers. I really don't care what they say or what they do. I really, really don't. I've slipped where, say, my former friends, superficial or not, I've slipped when it came to them because that bothered me. What strangers say doesn't bother me. Am I wrong, Dr. Jim?
No, because you're less invested in the strangers. That's for sure. You're more invested in your friends, right?
Exactly.
But also, I wanted to mention. I might have mentioned this on another show, but you're never really successful unless you're being criticized. If you're not being criticized, you're not successful, and that's just the way it is, right? So just think of this: if you had no criticism and didn't have all these people saying nasty things and insinuating things about you, and so on and so forth, you would have a boring show because everybody would just be calling up and say, "Oh, Angel, you're so wonderful. You're so nice. We love everything you're saying." And you say, "Well, I love the audience." And then you have nowhere to go. So these people are a necessary part, I think, of being successful is being criticized. That's when you're getting somewhere.
Agreed. You got to have a little excitement to the show, but you got to know where to put a line. You know what I mean? Okay, we could talk about this, maybe get a little excited about it, but once the hatred starts, we better take a step back, like you said in the last segment.
Okay, here we go.
That's okay. The goal isn't perfection. The goal is awareness. The goal is to catch yourself faster each time you get hooked and to unhook with grace instead of guilt. Every time you do, you build resilience. Every time you let something roll off your back that used to send you spiraling, you grow. And eventually what used to feel personal will start to feel neutral. Not because you don't care, but because you've learned to care more about your peace than your pride. So the next time someone cuts in line, interrupts you mid-sentence, or posts something petty online, try this. Take a breath, step back and ask yourself, is this worth my energy? Or is this just another moment to practice the strength of my detachment? Because the most powerful person in the room is never the one who controls others. It's the one who controls themselves. ChatGPT said, let's shift the lens now and talk about something even deeper. Self-awarenessness. If emotional detachment gives us space from others, then self-awareness gives us access to ourselves. And you cannot truly free yourself from anger or irritation until you understand the terrain of your own mind. Most people are walking through life reacting, assuming, defending, without ever stopping to ask why they react the way they do. They think they're responding to others, but in reality, they're responding to unexamined patterns that were formed years ago. And here's the truth. You can't master your peace until you master your own internal wiring. There's a phrase I often come back to: what you don't own owns you.
So what do you think of that? I want to take the ticker off because I see it's starting to click. So what do you think of that, Dr. Jim?
Well, he talked a little bit about resilience, and resilience is the ability to bounce back quickly from some unfortunate event, right? So, if you can master the art of resilience, right, you can't let these irritants bother you. You can bounce back really quickly. Think be able to think sort of on your feet quickly, but not be in a hurry to respond, right? I think is going to help you. And practice is a big thing. You practice meditation, you practice regulating your emotions here, right? Being sort of looking more inward than outward. Everything you need to heal everything you need to heal yourself is located within you. Not as long as you're looking without you, outside of yourself, you're never going to find your true self. If you're looking outside, it's all within you. And I think that's where he's going with this. Like, you have to train yourself. You have to train yourself to say, listen, this is the way I'm going to regulate my emotions. And this is the way I'm going to be from now on. I'm going to be slow to speak, and I'm going to be very slow to anger.
Let me ask you a question.
When I was listening to this, this reminded me of what you said the other night or last week about meditating. That's what it reminded me of. And today I said, you know what? I'm not going to flip out. I immediately wanted to respond. And then I said, you know what? Think about this. Just sit back and let's just think about this. And I did not respond.
Also, sometimes you got to look at the person.
Somebody was expecting me to respond, I should say. Go ahead.
Also, sometimes you got to look at the person who is looking for you to respond. Number one, are they worth it? Number two, are they that important of a person to even address or watch? No. You listen, like we said the first time Dr. Jim was on and we spoke, you are the profile of this community. Okay, like it or don't like it, you don't ever want to hear it, but you are. Sometimes you got to leave it at that and say, these people are just looking at my attention because where I am, who I am, what my numbers are, what my stats are. It's not even worth looking at these people half the time.
I agree. I so agree. You have no idea.
Angel, you're going to get the most credit. You're the star of the show. You're the star of the show. You're going to get the criticism, man. And Tony might get a little, and maybe people will call up and say nasty things about me. I don't know, but you're going to get the brunt of it because you're the star of the show. You're the main focus of what people are watching the show about, right? So it's always going to happen. So you might as well be good with dealing, and you said, Jim, I have modified my ways of dealing with this. So, keep practicing it. Keep practicing. You'll get better and better and better.
Exactly.
That's what you can do. Do your best.
I give you an example. You're just about the last person to do members only, right? In the genre, a lot of people didn't use it, but they still had it in their stuff. You turned it on. You soared past everybody in a couple of weeks. All right, it was ridiculous, but we knew the number would simmer down and come to a happy medium, and we're at it like right now. All you had to do was turn the button on to members only, and it showed where the star goes. The star rises right to the top. They're still sitting there. Nobody's even cracking 100. Okay, and that's the truth. So look at your numbers overall sometimes, and you know what? Argue your own stuff. You don't even have to argue with people who aren't worth it. They're not worth it.
But all content creators should look at this and examine yourselves. Is it really worth it to have a hate channel? Is it really worth it?
I'll give you an example. There was a show over the weekend. There was nothing but hate. I think they might have did 2 shows. I'm not going to mention the stupid show. But without the hate, the number in that chat would be anywhere from 25 to 40. With the hate, the number got to 100, 110. Go back and watch 10 shows prior to the hate starting again over there and trying to be nice and talk about everyday life. You couldn't crack 45, okay? Now you're getting 1 to 120 because of all the hate. And you're getting people who hate each other in the chat who all abandoned each other about 3 months ago over there.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, people are going to tune in. Yeah, Tony's right.
I turned it on. I turned it on for 2 minutes the other night. Somebody asked me something. I said, let me turn it on for 2 minutes. There were people who were telling this guy to go F himself, take my wrench, take this, I'm never coming back here 3 months ago. But because he went after a tirade on Angel, guess what? They're all back there. That shows your self-work to yourself, that you sell out yourself to go back to somebody you just told to go F themselves.
Not only that, I think in your opening song too. I mean, people are going to love you, they're going to hate you, but you just stand firm for your own values and beliefs, right? So it's like that's what's going to happen in this kind of platform. People are going to tune in to hate you, and other people are going to tune in to love you, like we all do. So it's like that's the way it is, you know. And so you better get good at regulating your emotions, like you were saying before,
Exactly.
Angel. I used to explode, but I don't do that anymore. Perfect. And you just keep practicing that. You'll get better, and you'll get better. But people are always going to love you, or they're going to hate you.
Or they're going to hate me either. That's exactly right. And that's on me to get better at handling this,
Right.
some of this stuff. It's
Yes,
up to
100%.
me.
Yeah, 100%.
You know what? Okay, so one of the reasons I used to go screaming and yelling on here, Dr. Jim, like nobody, like anybody, I scream more than anybody. Angel in private would say, Tony, you have to learn to ignore them. Tony, you have to learn not to answer them.
100%. That's right.
But then you started answering them back.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh,
you're right.
wait a minute. She's got the best advice, but you don't take it herself sometimes.
You're right.
You had the best. Look at the way I come now. I don't fight with nobody no more. All because of what we said in private.
Because,
but you're right.
I'm
You're
sorry
right,
to
though.
interrupt you, but Tony, because at that time it was people that I truly liked and supported who were doing it to you. That's why I was saying, you have to learn to ignore them. Just ignore them. But when it was people that I really didn't know that were attacking me, I never responded to them. I didn't respond to them. These were people now that I truly that I really cared about that are doing it now to me. Do you understand? So it's easy
1,000,000%.
to say, ignore them, don't answer them, because they're strangers. Who gives a shit? Like, who really cares? But when it's people that you supported and you, whatever they asked you to do, you did for them, and then they start doing that to you, that's where I had to learn not to respond back to them, and that's what I've been trying to do now.
All right, so let me ask Dr. Jim a question. I agree with you 1,000,000%, Angel. If people who you thought were your internet friends, okay, social media friends,
right,
a couple of them in real life you would talk to on the phone and text, okay, if they could flip on you all at the same time, all right, within a couple of weeks of each other, what kind of friends were they really on social? What kind of friends were they to you, Dr. Jim?
Well, let's face it, this is a fake reality.
Right.
This is totally a fake reality. I mean, people are calling up to talk to Angel or viewing to see Angel and so on and so forth. And they may think they have this great relationship with her and, she's my best friend, but Angel may not feel the same, or it could be vice versa. Right? So it's a fake reality. It's a false reality because it's all on virtual. So it's not like, you see someone every day, someone in your family, a close buddy or friend that, you see, in person. This is sort of a false reality because most of the people here could be hundreds and thousands of miles away, and it's a false reality.
Right.
Some of them might not even be ladies and men.
We don't know.
We don't know.
So, I mean, anybody could be anybody. You could say, my name is Joe, and my name's not Joe, and I'm from Australia, but I'm from New Jersey. I mean, whatever it might be. So it's a false reality, but it's entertainment. Let's face it. This is entertainment. This is reality. This is a false reality as well. But this is entertainment. People are coming here because they like the show and they get entertained, and that's why they're here.
Well, let's finish this. And I'm going to say this. I feel that if you are going to start a show and you are going to make fun of somebody's looks, I think that you should turn your camera on before you get up here and make
Good
fun of
point.
anybody's body or face.
That's good.
Let's see you from head to toe before you make fun of a woman or what she looks like or what her body is. And the same thing goes for a man. You want to make fun of people, turn your camera on and then make fun of those people. Don't hide behind avatars or a picture of your pet or a picture that is 40 years old. Turn your camera on when you're going to make fun of somebody else's looks.
Good point.
I got a question.
That
for you.
applies
What do you got,
Oh,
Edna?
no, go ahead, Angel. I can wait to the end. Go ahead.
Okay.
directly to your emotional state. If you've ever felt triggered by someone's tone, body language, or behavior, seemingly out of proportion to the situation, there's usually something deeper under the surface. And until you slow down enough to investigate, you'll keep reliving the same emotional loops with different faces. You'll keep thinking they are the problem, when in reality, you're just carrying unprocessed material that's asking to be seen. This is where inner stillness comes in. I'm not talking about sitting cross-legged in a cave. I'm talking about the kind of stillness that lets you observe your reaction without becoming your reaction. The kind of stillness that helps you witness your irritation instead of unleashing it. And you don't get there through willpower. You get there through awareness, real awareness, the type that notices, I'm feeling tense right now. Or that comment really stung more than it should have, without jumping to blame or defense. The mind loves distraction and noise, but awareness, true awareness, pierces through the noise and asks, what's actually going on here? When you start paying attention to yourself with that kind of curiosity, you'll begin to uncover patterns you didn't know were there. Maybe you realize that when someone interrupts you, it's not just annoying, it makes you feel invisible, like you did as a child when no one listened. Or maybe when someone challenges you, you feel an intense need to prove yourself, because deep down, there's a fear you're not good enough. That's not weakness, that's just unexamined pain. And everyone has it, but not everyone is willing to look at it. The irony is, the more you avoid your inner world, the more others control you. Someone makes a passing remark and suddenly you're spiraling. Someone ignores your message and your mind goes down a rabbit hole of insecurity. Why? Because you're not grounded. You're not anchored in your own awareness. You're trying to find your value in a world that reflects your wounds back at you. And that's a recipe for chronic irritation.
And how do you feel about that?
Well, I think it goes back to don't take yourself so seriously. If you don't take yourself so seriously, people could say, "Oh, you're ugly. You're not smart. You're this." Mm-hmm. Doesn't make any difference what you say to me because I don't really take offense on that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, don't take yourself so seriously, and you'll find that people could say anything to you. You say, you know what, doesn't matter. But and I like to. I think you should be confident, and I think he has a great point. It's all within you. Everything is within you, right? It's how you handle situations. It's how you regulate your emotions. It's how you don't allow things to be get past the point of just being an irritant. You might get a little irritated, but you don't want to sort of respond in kind and bring yourself down sort of to their level, right? So exactly. If you don't take yourself so seriously, you'll find, I try to do this myself, that no matter what people say about you, it's like, okay, you might be right. Jim, you're this, you're that. You know what? You might be right. As a matter of fact, Oni just told me tonight something about, we're kidding around. And she said, something about obsessive compulsive disorder. So you always have to be early everywhere you go. You're obsessive compulsive. I said, well, okay, you could be right on that. All right, I dig it. So I'm not taking myself so seriously.
And also, isn't it about self-control?
Big time. And that's practice. That's just like meditation. Do you practice meditation? Why do they say that? Because you got to practice it to get good. It's really tough in the beginning to not think about other things and to let other things distract you. But once you are able to get past all that and you get really good at it and you keep practicing, you can shut things off like that, and within 10 minutes be so relaxed that you fall asleep. That's what happens to me. So it all takes, everything in life is practice. Everything.
Okay. Very good point.
But here's the shift. When you cultivate self-awareness, you stop living on emotional autopilot. You stop reacting to every external cue and start choosing your response. That's not just maturity, it's mastery. And it requires you to be honest with yourself. You can't grow through self-deception. You can't become peaceful by pretending you're already there. Growth begins the moment you stop blaming others for your reactions and start owning them. Not in a harsh or critical way, but with compassion, with curiosity, with the willingness to say, there's more to me than this reaction. Let me explore that. Now, I get it. This kind of self-examination can feel uncomfortable. Most people would rather stay busy than sit with their thoughts, but that's exactly why they stay stuck. Stillness doesn't mean inactivity. Stillness is a power move. It's the ability to hold yourself in the tension without immediately reaching for a distraction, a defense, or an emotional outburst. When you can do that, when you can sit with your feelings, name them, and understand them without being consumed by them, anger starts to lose its grip. Irritation loses its urgency. You're no longer being dragged around by your emotions. You're guiding them. And from that place, everything changes. Conversations that used to escalate, de-escalate. People who used to provoke you no longer feel threatening. Even your own thoughts become less chaotic because you've trained your mind to observe before reacting. You become a calm presence in a chaotic world.
Okay. So I think that we all get the, get the message, right? I don't have to play the rest of this.
No, you have to become the master of your mind. That's what it's all about. And that takes a lot of practice. Just the things he's talking about reminds me of that. There's been a lot of studies conducted. What do men fear the most, and what do women fear the most? Talking about these kinds of things. Well, it turns out that women, many women, responded that their biggest fear is being criticized, and of course, the men. One of the most numerous responses was fear of rejection. So I can understand that as a young guy, and he wants to go out and find a girlfriend or someone to date, right? But he's afraid to approach women. Why is he afraid? He's really afraid of getting rejected, right? And sometimes women and guys too, though, but sometimes women can be very, very responsive to criticism, right? So you have to be the master of your own mind, and you sort of have to. Some people are going to criticize me or Angel or Tony, and we have to stop and think about it for a second because they might be right. Hey, Jim, you're too opinionated on, you're always this. I never got this, but maybe someone thinks it. Jim, you're too opinionated. You're always giving your opinions on something, and, you're really horrible to be around. And okay, wait a minute, let me think about it. Well, something, Mary, you might be right. Let me think about this. I'm going to try to modify my behavior. Because if this is true, I don't want to be like that. So some of the criticisms that are coming your way or anybody's way could be true. So we also have to think about it like that. So the person could be doing you a favor, right? So, okay, gee, I didn't know I was coming across like that. Thank you for telling me. So there's a lot to this. And I think that you have to be the master of your mind, and it takes a lot of practice. And the more you do it and the more you practice, the more successful you will become.
Or people can choose not to watch or listen to the content creators that are bashing you, right or wrong. You could just choose, like I do. I choose.
I mean, you certainly yourself, because it's your show, but even the viewers, the other viewers, can choose to listen to them or not listen to them. But I mean, you're going to have some kind of controversy on your show to be successful, right? But I know what you're saying. You don't want, just having a hate show. That's not good, right? So, but a little controversy is like a little anxiety. Is anxiety bad for you? No. If you have anxiety that's negatively affecting your life at work or in relationships or something like that, or with your own behavior, well, yeah, it needs some kind of intervention. But a little anxiety is always good. It protects you, right? So you need a little criticism going on. You need a little controversy going on to keep the show interesting, I think.
You got controversial topics, you got controversial people, but let's say they zoom in on one person and they'll support another side or another person. Are they even looking at the person they're supporting? Because if you look into the backgrounds of what they've done, some of them are horrific things on here. Same things as they're claiming Jim Terry did, just to use an example. So in general, focus on yourself, take care of yourself, and then you can go from there.
You said it, Tony. If you take care of yourself, everything else falls into place. This is not a perfect world. I mean, you're never going to, you may have 100 criticisms and respond well to 99 of them, keep it cool, perfect, right? And then at one time, maybe you'll lose your cool, but nobody's perfect, right? But I think if you just keep practicing it, for myself, for Angela, for Tony, for any of the viewers here, just keep practicing, you're going to get better.
I tell you what I seen the other day, okay? Somebody was attacking Angel, all right? I'm saying to myself, this person has zero clue about anything about the real Angel Gotti, all right? I'm not saying this ain't the real one, but nobody here knows anything about her real personal life. So how the hell can you judge somebody you know really zero about? You know Angel Gotti, the content creator. You don't know Angel Gotti, the person. So what are you attacking? You're attacking an alter ego, pretty much.
You said it before. They're attacking their own fears and prejudices and so on and so forth. Because Angel's a star, right? And maybe they want to know more about her, but they're not finding out what they want to find out. I don't know, but people have all kinds of different motivations. But that's what builds up your show, and you have viewers, and you have controversy, and you have a little bit of fun, and so on and so forth. And you get different characters. Like you have a lot of characters in this format, in this show, right? You have different. I'm just learning about it, but you have a lot of different characters who are entertaining and so on. And some people are going to like the characters, like Jim Terry, and some people are not going to like them, but they still might tune in, just to see what's that guy Jim Terry going to talk about tonight, if he's going to come on or something like that. I don't know, but you got to have some kind of fire going on, I guess.
So let's take it like this, Dr. Jim and Angel. You can tell the truth. She was beloved. They were bowing to her, a couple of these guys, when it first started.
This is true.
One little hiccup by somebody else, not even her, and they went off on her. You remember the first attack on you, okay? I was watching a little. I didn't participate in YouTube at all. She had these guys eating out of the palm of her hand. As soon as she made a little support one way, not even full blown yet, they went on they were ripping down posters of her father. They were throwing cologne out in the garbage can. I was like, what happened here? Just as a viewer, when I first came, I was like, 2 weeks ago, this guy loved her. Why does he hate her and he wants to, bomb a panel tonight? I didn't understand it at all back then.
The thing with that was I supported the wrong person, according to a lot of people. I defended and supported somebody that I was friends with, okay? So, but that person today turned on me in the blink of an eye. I'm happy that you're feeling better, Steve. That person turned on me in the blink of an eye. And then I just said, you know what? Whatever. I'm not going to support this person anymore. You could turn on me in the blink of an eye because I jump up on someone's panel, or I said something that you didn't like, or somebody came on my panel and you didn't like what they said. If you could do that, then
you're not worth it.
Well-known local, I'm just gonna keep deleting your comments, because like I said, I don't care what people do. I care what people that I if I have somebody on my panel, just don't disrespect them from the chat. That's all I ask for. That's it. I don't think that's a big deal. I mean, yeah, you could say whatever you want, but you don't have to curse people out. Come on, you're better than that. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
So look, I look at it like this, Dr. Jim. Let's say you got the New York Giants and the New York Jets. You're with the Giants and you're a fan of the Giants. It's just an example. But then you see the Jets got your favorite player from college and you start rooting for the Jets. Okay, this is in real life too. These people in this Meadowlands Stadium that houses both teams all of a sudden hate you that you were friends with for 10 years.
Yeah, that's true.
You
It's
know,
like the
so it's
Philadelphia
like,
Eagles fans, right? They hate the New York fans. Yeah, you're right. It's just something that takes over their lives. I mean, maybe some of these people have kind of empty lives, and they really need something there to sort of boost them up in some way. Because I mean, it does in the sense of anything important. It's totally unimportant. And once again, this is the entertainment on say on platforms such as YouTube is almost getting like politics now. It's a dirty game. This guy supporting you today and tomorrow he's your worst enemy type of thing. Is like it just reminds you it's a rough game. If you want to be a YouTuber,
it really is.
You want to have a nice show, and so it's a rough game. Entertainment's it's a cutthroat business, just like politics. Show business. I'm going to say it's a show business, right? Tough game, man. Tough game.
it's like you could be friend. It's like me, you, and Angel will say a friend, all right? But one of us go and support somebody that me and you don't like. Angel will go support that guy. Are we going to trash her, or are we going to be adult enough to say, you know what, that's her choice when she's with that other friend or following that person? That's the mature thing to do. These people ain't doing the mature thing. But you know what? You got to remember, it's the internet. They get off by fighting.
Yeah, I think they do.
They
I
become
never got off on fighting. I always had knots in my stomach. There was one time where I was like, I don't want to do this anymore. Like I'm so sick of it. I'm just gonna quit. And then my own mother said, "You're gonna quit? You're gonna give in to that? You're gonna quit?" My
That's a good
daughter too. Like, why are you gonna let these people win?
They're right. Yeah,
But
good
I'll
points.
tell you what. I'll give you an example. You've had a reality of real fights with reporters, with people, over your
Yeah.
family and life. These people have never had that reality. And maybe that's what they want. They want real action in their life, but they're not anybody
Right.
to get it.
Right.
She's had it with her family fighting the government. She's had it with her family fighting articles that were completely untrue. That's real life. That's reality. Okay? Maybe these people really want to be that person that can have that, but sorry, you're not that person. You have to accept who you are.
Right. Exactly. Self-acceptance, 100%. Yeah. So, I mean, you can't control what people write and say about you. They can say anything they want. They can write anything they want to an extent, right? But it's beyond your control, right? Beyond your control. So you got to do the best you can and regulate your own emotions. Everything stems from within you. Everything.
Mhm.
See, there's a guy in the chat, Yin Yang. It might be a lady, it might be a man. Watching on my TV Fire Stick, but came on my phone to comment. Your shows lately have been awesome.
Thank you. And I don't know who Rabbit Crabbit is. What this person says, Angel, I'm confused. Me and Tin Pal disagree with you. Tin Pal is always here and always watching, so I don't know what you're talking about. Because Tony agreed with me, you told lies. What lies did I tell?
I'm gonna tell you. You know who that is?
Whatever.
That's
Oh,
Roscoe.
Roscoe, I didn't tell any lies about you. I mean, cut it out. I mean, grow up. You're another one who was here from day one. And then just because you didn't like Jim, you came on my panel. I allowed you up and you did nothing but disrespect him. You disrespected my panel by acting the way that you did, cursing him out, the way that you were talking on here. You two got into a fight. I didn't tell any lies about you, Roscoe. I just blocked you. That's it. I blocked you. So, all right, whatever. But what were we saying? I'm sorry. So yeah, so some people say, oh, it's really good now. We do nothing but laugh. We have a lot of fun on here. But I really wanted to address this part of it because when I choose to ignore, and when I mean ignore, I muted certain people. I choose not to watch them, not to listen to them, choose not to read their community posts. When I choose to do that, that seems to bother them as well. So I'm just telling you all, I don't feel like getting up with knots in my stomach as soon as I turn my phone on and I get tagged and stuff. This whatever, whatever it is. So I'm choosing to mute all of you and not answer your tags. I don't care. I don't care if you don't like Jim. I don't care if you don't like Tony. I don't care if you don't like Edna. I don't care if you don't like me. I really don't care. I'm choosing to ignore all of you.
All right, so Donna DeMarco said, Angel, such a nice lady, and we all have fun with all the panelists here. Choose not to engage in hurtful or angry people. Exactly. But you see what it is? Angel's looking to give a platform. We talk about different things, different shows. Look, Dr. Jim is here tonight. We're trying to get other people to come in the future, looking to create a show, an environment for the people to come that we all know and have an enjoyable time, conversate with the chat. And you know what? Those are just hateful channels. Those are people who wake up wanting to fight. Yeah. Ignore them. It'll really drive them crazy if you ignore them.
I'm not looking to drive them crazy. I'm looking.
Me neither.
I'm looking to keep my my sanity, my peace, my peaceful days. People like, oh, don't tell me she doesn't watch things. Yes, she certainly does.
She don't.
I don't. You people don't know. I don't. People will tell me things, and I'm like, when did that happen? Or, okay, who cares? I'll send back ha, 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 ha. Because I really don't watch and I don't care. I care about other people. Like when I heard somebody was abusing Edwin, that bothers me. When I heard that somebody went after what do you call it? Dr. Jim. That bothers me. They go after Edna. It bothers me when they attack people that are on my panel. It doesn't bother me as much as when they attack me. Is that weird, Dr. Jim?
Yeah, because you have more invested in the people that you know better and speak to outside the show and so on. You form a relationship and you have more invested. But I think you brought up some good points. I think one thing to consider here too, especially for Angel or anybody doing any kind of thing with the public, is self-care. You have to practice self-care. It's very important. Like you mentioned meditation, you mentioned doing things that you like, whether it's going for a walk every day just to clear your mind, whether it's riding on a bicycle or walking on a treadmill, or whatever it might be. But you also have to have a little bit of fun every day, right? It's part of life. You want to have fun, right? And something I find very enjoyable is I put on happy music when I get up. I hit the shower. I turn on Elvis or whoever you like, right? And I'm listening to all my favorite Elvis songs. I'm listening to, I don't know, Frank Sinatra, whoever. And I get these songs that make me happy, and I'm ready for the day, baby. I'm ready. And when you listen to happy music, you have happy memories. So to start your day off listening to your favorite singer or something, it really helps me a lot. And then taking care of yourself, meditation, proper diet, supplementation, keeping a tranquil mind. Many studies have been done asking successful people, hey, how did you become such a great athlete? How did you do this? How did you do that? They usually say two things: a lot of practice and keeping a tranquil mind, keeping my mind focused, keeping a tranquil mind. Because if you don't have a tranquil mind, everything else is kind of worthless, right? If your mind's cluttered, you're going in different directions, no good, right? Tranquil mind, healthy body, you become a powerful force of nature.
You see,
I
I
got a
still
question.
can't listen to music yet. I still can't listen to music because I'll start crying. So what I do is I like these videos like by Jefferson Fisher. I like to listen to those. All self-help.
Self-help's great.
Yes, that's what I like to listen to.
Self-help has absolutely helped me. I read some self-help books when I was younger that helped me tremendously. And so I would encourage anybody to go to this Barnes and Noble, go to the self-help book aisle. You'll find some wonderful stuff there. It could really help.
Mm-hmm. I'm
Edna,
sorry.
you wanted to say
Go ahead,
something, Edna?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, doctor, sometimes I don't think I do Angel Show justice because I'm a pretty straight shooter and I call it like I see it. And I won't agree with someone if that's not my honest opinion. Like, there'll be a couple of times we'll be doing shows and it'll be later on when things calm down. And like, she'll say something about, maybe somebody in the chat says bad shit about her, you know what I mean? And I just tell her, look, this is your show. Okay. I mean, they're not paying your bills. Like, who gives a shit what they say? When's the next time you're gonna go to lunch with them? You know what I mean? And eventually they go away. They want attention, whether it's good attention or bad attention.
You
know what I mean?
I agree.
You know what I mean?
But it's always going to be, Edna, it's always going to be that way. I mean, it's always going to be that way.
I know it is, but I just look at it like this is a place I come to where I feel like I'm in somebody's parlor, maybe a friend's house, kick off my shoes, we sit down, we can discuss any subject under the sun, laugh our asses off, and the other times it may be serious. Some of us may, have a difference of opinion, but it's never taken to heart. You know what I mean? If you don't have a difference of opinion from another human being, then there's something wrong.
Yeah, then you got nothing, right? If everybody agrees on
because
everything,
one of us got to be pretending.
Right, it's a boring world.
Because
right?
I mean, I love my husband to death, and we didn't agree on every single thing. You know what I mean? It's impossible. So if you don't give me something, you know what I mean, that may be a little different than me, then I find it hard to like have a conversation or anything with you because you're not even being real, even with yourself. And I find Angel, you know what I mean? She's real. She tries the best she can. She does a good show. Tony is a great host. Every now and then, you know what I mean? I may disagree with him. He may me. Who gives a shit? We're great at the end of the day. Never any hard feelings. That's what I expect.
One of the
Like
things
I
agree. One of the things in there that people can spot right away. I mean, right away is a phony. Someone who's saying something, but their inside expression doesn't match their outside expression. They're a phony.
Exactly.
Right away. So, right.
And I think another one of my terrible skills is because my mother was deaf. My mother taught us how to read people's expressions.
Oh,
so I can look at somebody and they could be saying something to me, and I know goddamn well that's not how you feel.
Right, that's right. Very good points. Very good.
Okay, but those are cards I have in my own pocket. You know what I'm saying?
Edna, what makes you feel, because when you first started talking about this, you said you feel that you're not good for me or this show. Why would you think that just because you're honest?
No. That's not what I mean at all. Because what do I really, I can't offer you really anything on the show. You know what I mean? Other than I come up.
Everybody
you give great content, Edna.
Are you kidding? Everybody loves Edna.
Yeah,
look, Edna, we don't agree. Edna, we don't agree on everything, but we're fine 5 minutes after we don't agree sometimes.
That's what I'm saying, and that's why I respect you so much, because
I
know you're real. At least with me. You know what I mean? I know you. Yeah. And okay, I read somebody's comment where he made a comment about me and you. How we were trying to break the force case or some shit. And I laughed my ass off. I'm like, We can't even have a discussion about,
That's a guy.
something
You
or
know what?
someone where, we're not both, the worst people shouldn't be on here. And I'm like, no, maybe you shouldn't be on here. Because if
You're right.
Tony and I's discussion is bothering you, you need to go the fuck home.
Well, not for
Exactly.
nothing, Edna. That guy, our show had over 5,000 views. He had 500 views. Who they watching? Us or him?
Exactly. That's my point. And I don't know. It frustrates me because I think we have such a great time without bullshit and we can have serious conversations. And there's
Listen,
like whoever's on the panel, we switch the panel. I feel like I don't offer none because sometimes you got to get other people on the panel to add, you know what I mean? A little different,
well,
something a little different to it.
Let
well,
me
you're
just
here
interrupt.
tonight. Go
Save
ahead.
that thought. I want to answer Roscoe because I don't want to be stuck on this
Okay, go ahead.
comment. No, yeah, I don't want to be stuck on this comment and wait for you to finish a conversation. So hold your thought. And I
Go
want to
ahead.
tell Roscoe, he said, Angel, what do you think your father would think of Jim Terry? No pun intended. Well, Roscoe, everybody used to ask me that about MRE. What do you think your father would think about MRE? Roscoe, what do you think that my father would think of MRE?
I want to know what her
Okay, go
father
ahead.
would think about you, Roscoe, is what I really like to know.
Well, go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Finish that. I'm sorry.
No, I don't. Well, that's exactly what I'm talking about. What your father would think. Like trying to guilt you into not having someone on your panel because maybe your father would or would not
But
like him.
they used to do that with MRA. I used to get that all the time. So what do you think my father would think of MRE, Roscoe? I'll ask you that. All
You
right, go ahead.
know?
I'm sorry. I didn't want to
No,
interrupt.
Let
no,
me
that's
say,
what I was really basically saying is just sometimes I call him like I see him and I feel bad sometimes because she'll ask everybody on the panel, what do you think? What do you think? And I just come out and tell her, like,
and
this is how I feel about it.
but that's really good, Edna. But let me get to something, Angel, you said a little while ago. Like him or not, Mikey Scars, just take the names and I'll make the point. Lewis Cashman, a couple of other guys who have known her father, all right? And her, and you hear her brother. Her father thought about everybody else around them and made sure they were okay. That's exactly what she just did. She's just a trait of her father. She did about me, she thought about you, she thought about Edna,
Yeah.
she thought about it. That's exactly her father. He thought about every one of his friends around him and took care of them, right, wrong, or indifferent, no matter what he had to do to save their asses, sometimes. That's what she just did.
Sure.
That's what you just did. You were your father just now.
Well,
Well,
I mean,
look,
So,
I've fought with a lot of people. Tony and I fought with each other. Chicky and I fought with each other.
exactly.
You know what I mean? You fight with each other, and then you get over it. There's a time that passes, and you say, "Was that important?" No, it wasn't. You know what?
No, was it that big of a deal?
Was it
Not
that big
really.
of a deal? No, it wasn't. Everyone else is allowed to get past things and move on, except for me. I'm not allowed to do that.
Exactly. Like, why are we still even mentioning MRE? Like, really? At
Exactly.
this point? Like,
Yeah. Sh-
look,
Uh, Snake Plissken, thank you so very much. Shout out to the podcast. Crush that like button, people. Thank you very much, Snake. Thank you. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
see what
And
happened. I didn't know that we were still fighting in text message. I thought the fight was over because I turned that phone off. But because we have iCloud, I guess the text messages still went through.
hmm
So when she said it on a show one night, I went and turned the phone on, and there was like 60 text messages unanswered.
Yeah.
I was like, "Oh shit." So then I seen Chicky, and Chicky said, "You better watch out. She's cursing at you like she's cursing at me." So I read. I said, "Oh, okay." So you know what? I just came back. I didn't say, I read all your text messages. I read a couple of them, but you better not fucking ignore me. Okay. So I came back.
But whatever, we got past it. You get past
Exactly.
things. There's a lot of people on here that I was mad at, but I got past it. I'm
just
over it.
like
I'm not
Jim, just like Jim Terry, just real quick. Like,
exactly.
so many people are like, "Oh my God, can't stand him. I can't believe you have him on your show." You know what? I hate to tell you, he has one of the greatest sense of humors that are just like ridiculous. Does he say stuff I agree with? No. Do I tell him about it? Yeah, I do. But it doesn't mean he is, this horrible person that shouldn't come on the show. He is dynamite on the show.
I
Look at last
agree.
night. We had Adam on, we had him on, Tony on, you on, I on. We all laughed so hard. And Dr. X or Mr. X, we laughed so hard that it was just like one joke after another coming from all, different directions. Like, you know what I mean? One lead and throwing a joke off another one. It was just going around crazy.
I mean,
Those are
we talked about that stupid hotel, the Klondike, for 15 minutes. I went back and watched it. That place is a complete garbage pail in the middle of South Las Vegas, on the southern part of the strip. And we made 20 minutes of content out of it.
You know what I will say? I don't know if Angel will remember this, but one time I was on, actually, I wasn't on the panel then. I imagine it took me one crazy night just to come on the panel. I've been watching her since day one. It's so ridiculous. But
What do you
Adam was
think?
on, and I was talking, get a message to him in the comments. I wasn't on the panel then. And we were like joking back and forth a little bit. And then, I don't know, I got blocked until the next day. And he wasn't even mad at me or nothing. I felt horrible, but then he didn't come back on because he was writing a book. But he came on last night, so I actually got an opportunity to even be on the panel with him. And he was all I expected. He was that funny.
He's
and
that good. He's that good of a guy. I mean,
I could
you could
see him
fight.
being a comedian. Yeah.
We got into a little argument in real life, nothing major, and we spoke yesterday. It's all over with. We spoke the other night. It's all over with. But I mean, he's that funny in real life, man. Oh God.
Well, yeah.
Yeah,
Let's
but
face it, Tony. This is all about.
friends
Yeah, this is all
argue.
about entertainment. This is all about entertainment, right? People are tuning in to Angel's show for entertainment. It's entertainment, right? So, in that platform of entertainment, things are in a sort of a false reality, right? So it's just everybody, I think, wants to be entertained, wants to laugh, wants to become informed, wants to learn new things, wants to probably know more about Angel, right? And
Right.
I mean, that's why do I turn on the television? Why do I turn on? I want to be entertained, or I want to learn something new and be inspired. Those are the things.
I tell you what happened. We had a disagreement over YouTube. We're real life friends. We didn't talk about YouTube the first 5 or 6 times we were ever out to dinner or hanging out. Then we had a disagreement over something on YouTube, and we didn't talk for a few months. He's like, here's the difference. I'm trained as an attorney, so I know how to turn it on and turn it off. He goes, you're not. And he goes, this time it's your fault. And he's absolutely right. You know what I mean? I didn't realize that once you shut.
I didn't even know that you. I'm sorry to interrupt, but I didn't even know that you and Adam had some kind of argument.
Yeah,
Oh,
after that 10-hour show. Okay. So
Oh, really?
What show was that? I'm trying
the
to
one
think.
with
It was
MRE,
10 hours. That was
Maureen.
when MRE, Casparosa. You were
Oh
up on
God,
the panel,
yeah.
Tony? I didn't even remember that.
No, I left. I was on the panel in the beginning. I was in the chat the whole time.
Oh, okay.
So now I
Thank you,
know.
Meangreene. Thank you so much, Meangreene. Let me save that thought 1 second. I just wanted to say this one thing. Leanne and Dale, I don't mean you two. I mean, if somebody's up here and he's saying things, of course you're going to defend yourselves from the chat. I don't mean that. I mean, when strangers come in here and they want to, go at Jim or go at Edna or even go at Tony, don't do that. But if he's up here and he's, saying shit to you two, of course you're going to say shit back. I'm not talking about you two. All right, go ahead. I'm sorry.
So what happened was we had disagreement, but he goes, you don't understand. He goes, they were asking for a professional opinion, not Adam, your friend's opinion. And I gave my professional opinion. And you took it like it was really me giving. He goes, I was given the legality of it. I said, all right, so I get it now. But that,
Right.
that's what that was about. A lot of people disagreed with Adam that night, but I understand now. Adam was giving his legal opinion, not his Adam opinion. You see what I'm
Right.
saying?
He has to be two different people.
Exactly.
Right.
You walk into his office and you drop down $1,000. He's not going to bullshit. He's going to tell you right out.
No, exactly.
You're on here. He's, tries to, he could be a little more loose because he's not in his law office.
Exactly.
You know what
So
I
you know
mean?
what?
And I'll tell you.
And
Go
that's
ahead.
why I've learned. I listen to Angel. I listen to Adam. I listen to a few people. I'm not coming here fighting with people I don't know. Who the hell are they? You know what I mean?
Right.
You got people that you're friends with in real life. You got things you do in your real life. You have things that they're jealous of, and I ain't rub shit in anybody's face. But my life is
I
fine. I don't
told
have.
you a long time ago, I always liked you because I always enjoyed having my boxing conversations with you.
Right.
I'm a boxing fan, you know what I mean? And he
Right.
does the old time. Smoking Joe Frazier was
Oh,
my
I love
favorite.
it. Me too. I'm
Right.
And
big.
he could tell me
She
about it, and I
mentioned
always enjoy it.
Angel mentioned
Plus,
something the other night. She said, "Do a sports show if you ever want to." Do you know how many people asked me to do a football game already? I was like, all right, let's see. I got something coming up tomorrow.
yeah,
Let's
didn't,
see.
what's his name?
30
Traveling
people.
Fools wanted you to do her nephew's fight on here. Do a
Yeah, but I would do it
thing.
here. I would do something here on an off night. I don't need to go start no other channels. I don't want to do that. I like staying right here. I always
See,
did.
that's another
You could
thing
do it
about me
here.
too.
I told you that. You could do it here.
Now, let me
I'll
tell you
tell
something.
Doctor, I don't know if this is good or bad, or maybe it just saves my sanity. But when I came on here,
Look, even
I
in the
don't go
chat.
on other shows. I don't go
Listen,
on anybody else's shows. You'll never see me in anybody else's chats. I really don't watch anybody else except I watched lately the Friday night crab leg shows because they're Jim and I get along with them.
Mm-hmm.
But that's so I stay away from all that garbage. So if anybody says, "Oh, Edna said this," and bullshit, because I don't go nowhere to say it. If I gotta say it, I'll come here and say it.
all right. So I tried to do a channel. All right. And I did, I think 4 shows, Angel, 3 shows. I had
Yeah.
8,000 views. I had 8,000 views, 7,500 over
Wow.
8 and
Pretty good.
6. Yeah, and then it had nothing to do with nobody running me off of here. My son didn't like it, so I said, you know what, fuck it, I close it. I still beat everybody's numbers but Angels.
Wow.
I had 300 people every show.
That's good.
Dana, it is so hard not to respond. You're 100% right. But that's why I choose not to listen or watch them, because it is very hard for me not to respond. But if I don't see it, I can't respond to it. I don't know what's going on. And what I don't know don't hurt me. That's my
Yeah.
attitude.
I think it's a great attitude. And
that's
once
my
again, I
attitude.
think the
Yeah.
key to it is, the key to
So
it is
now-
don't take yourself so seriously. I saw an interview several years ago, a long time ago, with Elvis Presley.
Mhm.
And one of the reporters asked him, Elvis, do you think that celebrities should comment about the Vietnam War? And he said, yes. Well, what's your thoughts on the Vietnam War? Do you believe we should be there or should not be there? And he said, look, I'm just an entertainer, and I'd rather keep my opinion to myself. So
I was
I
in Madison Square Garden.
it was such a great, response. He didn't,
Mhm.
he wasn't taking himself so serious. Like, yes, I think we should be there or we should not be there. The way many entertainers are today, they want to tell you who to vote for and what you should be doing. Yeah, look, he said, I'm just an entertainer. He said, I'd rather keep my opinions to myself. I thought it was so great.
Yeah, it is.
I seen that interview. That was when he right before the day before he performed at Madison Square Garden. That was in
It could have
'72.
been, yeah.
Yeah, that's when they were just finishing up Vietnam.
Yeah, but I love that. I love that he didn't take himself so seriously, like where he thought he had to tell his fans, "This is what I believe, and this is what you should believe." I'm just
Knowing the many fans that he did have that would turn on his opinion.
right.
So now
And he
here's
was
what
a
happened.
soldier. If nothing else, he was a soldier at one
Yeah, he
time
was.
himself.
He was, but I love his response. I'm just an entertainer.
Yeah.
So now somebody said, this is over the weekend, Angel. All right.
Mhm.
Well, Tony tried a show and he failed. He couldn't get more than 5 people in his chat. because Angel
Well, that
didn't help
wasn't
him.
true.
We had 346 people the first night with me and you on the panel. He says because they couldn't talk to each other. She was on all 4 shows. This is what sick these people are. They're going back 2.5 years ago, remembering a show that I just closed down for personal reasons. Nothing to do with nobody on here, because I had perfect numbers, if you want to go by that.
Yeah,
But-
you actually did, and I don't know who said this about you, but they obviously don't remember, because you did have pretty good numbers. The only show I think I wasn't on of yours was the one when Adam and Caroline were up.
Right, and I really wasn't on that show. I kind of laid back in that show. I
Oh,
only
right,
went because
right. That was Jen. That's right.
yeah, that wasn't me. But that show even had over 5,000 views at the end.
Wow.
You know, so it is what it is. But how sick are you to be waiting on that comment for 2.5 years?
Wow.
Right.
But this is so good, this Eric Murphy. They say holding a grudge is like poisoning yourself. What do you think of that, Dr. Jim? Isn't that
because you're not hurting anyone but yourself. The guy, the person you're holding a grudge against probably doesn't care or doesn't
even know you're holding it.
Yeah, so it's like hating someone. I hate this guy, but
I know. I used to hold them. That's why I know. And then I finally was like,
that's why.
Yeah.
Yeah, the key is don't take yourself so seriously, and you won't be offended so easily. That's what I mean. I try to do that. Yes, is it difficult? Sometimes it could be, but you have to just hold your tongue and before you make any rash statements. But if you don't take yourself so seriously, it's like, okay, say what do you got? What anything else you want to say? Okay, that's good, right?
Right.
And, sometimes the criticism, like I said, could be warranted. Jim, you're this or that. You're very such and such, and I say, well, something, you might be right about that. Let me think about that. So otherwise, if you don't take yourself,
but you can't tell me there's not a time or two that you have had to stand up and say to somebody, look, that you're wrong. If they say something about you that's truly wrong.
Yeah.
Like if I said to you right now, well, I don't like your opinion because I think you talk too soft.
Okay, so something like that. If I thought there was some validity to it, which there may be, I would say, well, thank you.
No, there's not any at all. There's not any at all.
Yeah,
I think you're a great guy. I watched you last time you were on here.
Thank you. But what I'm saying, it takes practice, and if you don't take yourself so seriously, the irritating remarks won't bother you so much, and then after a while, not hardly at all. So I practiced that. I've been practicing that for years, but I'm still not 100%. It's an easier way to live.
I don't think any of us will ever be 100%.
You're in the public eye, and you're in the star of the show, like Angel is, right? I mean, there's going to be so much. If you take that to heart, you're going to lose your mind, right?
Well,
so
it's not only Angel though. Too, you got to understand that she has it all. Not that I know her like that, but my opinion. She not only has to deal with her own shit, but now she's got to deal with people attacking her family, attacking her children. Well, what mother would not, go vicious over their children, okay? I know my mother would tear somebody's eyes out, over one of us. Without even a second thought.
But that's if I saw them in person. How do you fight with?
Just saying your reaction. I can understand your reaction being so upset when it comes to that. Because those are people you love. Those are right, wrong, good, bad. No matter what they do, you're still going to love them. Tomorrow they could do the worst thing in the world and you're still going to love them. And that is what it is.
It's true, but one thing about entertainment, you gotta have a thick skin, man. You really.
She's getting tough. She's getting tough.
Angel has a thick skin, or else she wouldn't be here anymore. I mean, you gotta have a thick skin. That's just part of the job.
But you know what? I gotta say this about her. She has a very thick skin, but it took a while to show through.
It's okay.
That's what I mean.
In the beginning, because when anybody I could imagine starts a new show, I don't know, I couldn't do it. But who can just sit there and carry a show is a talent, I think, in its own. A good show.
That's very, very well said. Very well said.
Okay. And really, I couldn't do it. I'll come
Don't
on
you
her
understand?
shows with other people, but I couldn't sit here for an hour and carry on a show. What am I going to talk about?
Well,
You
that's
know what I
why
mean?
I bring people up on here because.
Oh, it's easy to deal with experience.
Well, hi, Miss Dex. Let me just.
Hi, Mr. X. I didn't even know you were there.
What's up?
Thyroid tomorrow?
It might be my thyroid. They're definitely taking out the tumor in my throat.
Ooh. Okay. Good luck to you.
Yeah, I wish you the best, Tony. I hope you do well.
All right, thanks, guys.
Prayers, definitely.
Thank you.
And
how much did it cost to get that done?
I have no idea. I have full insurance.
Good.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's and hyperthyroidism as well, Graves' disease.
Yeah. Tony, you'll be fine.
Yeah, I'm not worried about it. I'll be good.
Yeah, you'll be fine.
I say you milk it for an extra couple days.
We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens.
But you be safe.
All right, thank you.
And
all right, I'm out of here, guys.
Angel, you've done an amazing job with your show.
Good night,
you know,
Miss Dex.
everybody.
What'd you say?
Angel, you've done an amazing part of your show. And, you know, everybody had a right to speak. And I don't think your mods did anything wrong. But that's my opinion. So.
Hey, listen, you got Tommy as the head mod with Carol, you know, and they do their best to control it. They try not to block you. They try not to time you out. But if you get timed out, it's well deserved.
That I didn't see anything inappropriate, so they were doing something right, you know. So,
absolutely.
Yeah.
No, I was watching it. Tommy, real deal, was in there a little bit more than Carol tonight. Carol might have been busy, and he was working the chat.
So,
he was talking to them.
Maybe Carol just didn't want to be here when Jim was here.
Yeah, I won't see you Friday. I'll be on a plane.
Thank you, Tommy. Tommy, you did a good job tonight. I was watching. That's why I didn't get involved in it. I seen what was going on there.
Yeah. And I hope Marcy Girl still goes after disability because it takes 3 or 4 times and all the way to trial to win.
Well, that's what I wanted to say before. You know, most people get denied on the first time if they're not of age. So, you know, you really got to be disabled to get it now. But if you go for it on the second time and you have all your paperwork and it's documented the right way, you will get it.
Absolutely.
So you can't stop on one try.
Right. They deny 90 to 100% of the people unless they're in a ward and they need to get paid. And then the second time around, anybody over 55, usually they approve the second time around without a lawyer. And then they go to trial for the third time around. And that usually lasts 10 minutes if they believe you. And that's where I was at 29.
Well, what they do now is you go in front of a board on the second time instead of just resubmit. And the third time you go to trial.
Okay.
They got like a board.
The third.
Yeah, they switched it up a little bit. They moved the board down to the second time. And
Okay.
the third time is still a trial.
Okay. Yeah.
Well, was it the third time was a board and then the fourth, whatever it is, the second time is now a board. So, you know, you go, you state your case, Marzi, you probably get it.
Yeah, that speeds it up quite a bit because it took me 2.5 years to even get in front of the board with the judge.
Right.
Yeah. So she should be pretty quick.
Mm-hmm. And Tommy Real Deal is right. He knows a little bit about it. He says you need to get a Social Security disability lawyer. The fee doesn't come out of your settlement.
Yes, correct. And there's a maximum that comes out. It's
right.
Limited.
They can only take a portion. You're absolutely right. Portion.
Yeah.
You're absolutely right. And I believe it has to even be approved now by
it
whoever
all has
looks
to be
over
approved
it.
by judges. Yep. Mm-hmm. And then the kids still get money if they were underage while you filed. So she can backdate this almost up to 2 years.
Right, and she can also get a caretaker for herself if she can't use her hands for a couple of That's what the
Correct.
surgery is going to be on, right? Both of her arms. She can get a caretaker for herself, and they'll get paid as well.
Correct. Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Yeah, all this stuff is I've been dealing with this stuff for years and years and years, and helping my grandma get, my grandmothers get, benefits as well. So you can't stop at one. The government never gives you it on the first time ever. They
Right,
don't just hand you out money.
and Bob is saying in the chat, you get you go back 2 years. They go back now with pay.
Yep. Yeah. So it's ideal, you know. She doesn't
Absolutely.
need to. She can't stop now. She needs to keep going.
Yo, listen, Dale, you have every right to block that guy permanently for using that word. You don't have to time him out. Get rid of him.
Thank you, PZ. Thank
That's
you
one.
very much, PZ.
Dale, that's one word we're not accepting around here.
Yeah. All right. Well, good night, guys. I will talk at you later. I'm not going to be here Friday. I'm going to be on a plane going home. Yay. And then I'm going to go get a new dog.
What do you mean you're going home? You don't live in the villages year round, or you're going to the villages?
No, I'm in the villages now and I don't live here full time. So it's
Okay.
hurricane season, so I'm out of here. I
Isn't
will
it
come
almost
back in
over?
November. Huh?
It's almost over, no?
No, it's just starting.
Really?
Just starting. Yeah. So it won't be over till the end of October usually. So,
I
but the
see.
villages don't get hit, but I still don't like the wind and all that. I got caught in Hurricane Jean down here and it sucked. So,
Yeah, no, they could be scary, the rainstorms, the windstorms, but it hasn't been bad lately.
yeah.
Well, not down by me. I haven't gotten anything down by where I am.
You in Florida too?
I'm in Lauderdale by the sea. Yeah, I'm in Fort Lauderdale.
Oh, you're in Fort Lauderdale.
We
Okay.
haven't gotten anything since 17.
Oh my gosh, it was pouring rain today.
No, we haven't gotten any of those real bad storms. Nope.
It didn't rain here either.
Oh, I just want to get in the 60-degree weather instead of
I
the
know.
92.
Well, New York had beautiful weather today. It was in low 70s.
Oh, I dream of that.
What's the
So,
temperature
yeah.
down? What's the temperature up by you guys?
Oh, we're in 84 now. Still. Yeah, it's still lingering with humidity.
Well, you're not going to get no warm, cooler weather until November. It's going to stay like that straight through to October.
You got that right. So I'm heading north.
Yep.
So,
That's a
yep.
smart move doing the fall up to. Where do you go exactly? Illinois?
No, but we're going to start renting out this house soon enough next year. VRBO it,
All right.
and have somebody deliver
Give me
when
one
they
second.
wanted a golf cart. We found out you can golf at the pro shops here for no reason. Just pay, and anybody can golf here. And of course, the Honor Palmer Legend place you can golf here, which is great. So, but we ate at one of the country clubs and they rent out rooms. And we kind of looked at each other. And if you've heard the loofah rumors about the villages, it kind of gave you pause. Because, Angel, have you heard the loofah rumors around here?
No.
So Shaquille O'Neal is moving to the villages, and they asked him why, and he said to have sex with old people. And he didn't understand the loofahs. The loofahs, different colors, stands for different type of swingers in the villages. Now, all of a sudden, some of the country clubs are renting out rooms. I'm like, the boomers were started the kind of the key parties. It seems appropriate, And the
Yeah.
boomers are living down here. Okay. And my mom was like, don't you dare hang a loofah. I said, I'm going to tattoo it on your car. So It was just amusement. But yeah, you get a different color loofah for which way if you're a swinger. So pretty wild down here. So
Yeah, rumors are going all over about the villages.
yes, they are. And they're
I
all
tell
true.
you, there's a channel on YouTube. There's a couple of channels on YouTube about the villages. I mean, it looks like it's getting more and more crowded by the day down there, especially with them golf carts driving around.
Oh my gosh, there are over 500,000 people, and it's on the one side of I-75, so you don't have to pay hurricane insurance.
Right.
And
But I
then,
mean,
yeah,
those videos look wild.
they are worse than you think. That's only what's on video. That doesn't include what's off the video hidden behind the cars.
No, I know. There's a lady who's a realtor. She's in her late 50s,
Robin.
and that's her.
Robin.
And she has a camera guy following her around all day.
She was my realtor.
Well, she does a lot of partying herself.
Yes, she does. Yes, she does. But Robin is really super nice.
Oh, she's a sweetheart, but I mean,
the girl can party.
Yes, she can. Let's leave it at that.
Yep. So it's interesting being, so.
Hey, listen, it's giving people a second life that were ready to really didn't know what to do with their lives.
You have no clue. I'm telling you. My Aunt Karen wanted to take my mom out man shopping. I had to shut that down. I'm 54, but I still can't deal with my mom man shopping. I'd like to think they had sex twice, me and my brother. That's it. The rest, none. And that's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
You hear about it, but Robin put the videos up, and since she put the videos up, I mean, she's got 100,000 subscribers straight up, and she takes you everywhere with her in that golf cart, and it's wild. She actually had her daughter down for a while. Very pretty girl. Very pretty girl.
Yes.
And wow. All I could say is wow.
Right? They do all sorts of parties.
Robin was an attractive woman, but her daughter's gorgeous.
Oh, Robin is really attractive. She really is.
I said that, and then I met her daughter. Her daughter is really beautiful. But just friendly.
No, I understand. She is beautiful, and they're really friendly and everything, but I'm kind of waiting they have a polo club up here that they watch polo matches because you got some of the best horses up here that need to practice.
Yes, you do. You have horse country right all surrounding you guys.
Yep, most of the horses from the Kentucky Derby are stored around here. So, yeah, they do some of the horse racing.
I tell you what, though, Meangreene is completely different than 55 and over down in South Florida. Completely different.
Really?
Yes. You guys party together, you hang out together, you go to pools together. I mean, that's a 24-hour a day party up there. Let's not kid each other. It's not like that down in South Florida.
Oh, that's true. And the fees aren't really bad. You're not paying for an HOA, so you don't have restrictions. And you get access to all the pools, all the golf carts,
Let me ask you a question. When you go to the pool, is it hard to find a chair and stuff?
No, not at all.
Okay, because they had a problem for a while, but then they built they opened up a couple of more pools.
And then they also put chair lifts next to the pool, so you can get in from the chairlift.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they made the pool that they had for the laps. Remember they had pools just for laps?
Yes.
So now they closed them down and made them public, and they're going to rebuild some lap pools, they said.
Yeah, with the new subdivision in Wildwood.
Right.
Is what they're saying. Yeah.
So you actually got to take your golf cart over to the lap pool because it's a little bit away from where you live sometimes.
Yeah.
And then they got that big sports bar restaurant. right outside the development? Have you been
Oh,
over there?
I haven't
The one
seen
that's
that
like
one yet.
it's got the wood, it's got like the all wood front.
Oh,
Let me tell you something. I went in there to meet somebody. That place is packed all day long.
really?
Oh yeah.
Wow.
But what I found amazing, a lot of these women that are divorced, like widowed or something or divorced, they're getting all their daughters and their friends to come visit them down there now.
Oh, definitely. Who do you
There's
think
some
would drop the
funny.
men for him?
No, I know there's some funny shit going on down there. I don't know what it is, but
Oh.
I think some of the mothers are looking to marry their daughters off to some of the widowies, whatever you call the men.
Well, yeah, right?
I'm not
I got,
kidding. I'm not
I'm not
kidding.
either. I taught my aunt when she first came down here, ask if they have children and ask what kind of retirement plan they have. After
So
that,
I'll tell you what happened here. I went up to a friend of mine. We were going to buy a few of the new units that are going up and then flip them, when it was time when they were finished. And you're going to make money because the price goes up every day over there. And the mothers were actually trying to introduce guys my age, mid-50s, to their daughters. And I was like, no, sorry, not here for that.
yeah, no, I mean, my daughter came down here with her husband and she just walked down the street and I swear tongues just drug like you wouldn't believe and just turned around and followed her. And me and Dylan would just have to walk backwards to shoo them off, you
No,
know?
no, that's the way it is there. I mean, these guys are running around like, oh, look, let's not kid each other. They got a testosterone clinic there. They got a doctor for Viagra over there.
They have Viagra on the tables at the bars like Pez, like peanuts
Exactly.
should be.
Exactly. That guy who opened up closed down all his big practices he had throughout Florida. He had 4, and he opened one practice, and that's all he takes care of: testosterone replacement and Viagra.
Yep.
That's it. That's his only thing he does now. He does nothing else.
So awesome, But I'm sorry, it is. If you're gonna retire somewhere, when my dad first told me about this place, I looked it up on Inside Edition and I looked at him. I said, "Why are we not going down to watch the show?" I mean, you can just sit back and they're all entertainment, and you don't have
Listen,
to say a word, and you can listen to a band at the same time. It's
I've
great.
I've never seen so many horny old people in my life.
Oh, then you haven't been across street to Margaritaville.
I've been over there. No, I've been there. It's. I've never seen nothing like it. It's shocking when you first see it.
It is. It very much is. So
I mean, you got 70-year-old women trying to jump on you.
83 my aunt is, and she wanted to jump on these bikers that passed us. I'm like, Aunt Karen, they're my age. She goes, so? And I'm like,
I
no, ew.
I was talking to Jason yesterday, and I told Jason you should go down there and get a job as a pool boy.
Yeah,
Thank you, PZ.
yeah, that would be, he would make a fortune, you
He
know?
sure would, man. He definitely would.
Or like Patrick Dempsey in delivery boy or whatever it was, you
Angel,
know?
you would go down there the first day you're there. You wouldn't shut your mouth once because you would be in awe of what the hell these people do to each other.
Oh, yeah.
Really?
Just watch
They,
The Villages Inside Edition.
all
This,
right, so that's
yeah,
it. Okay, but I'm going to send you this lady's link. Just watch a couple of the shows. Did you
right.
see the way some of these people jump on top of each other on the lounge chairs by the pool?
Oh, yeah.
They're
They don't
actually having
care.
sex with. They're making like they're having sex on the lounge chairs.
It's like Honey Badger don't care.
Nope.
They just don't care. They'll do it in the pool on noodles. Yeah. Yep.
It's how about the ones that cheat on each other, flying around banging their carts into the other houses?
Oh my
Oh,
God.
and then you got to hide the golf carts. Yeah.
Yeah, but how many divorces did they have last year in that place?
Oh, I think they're up to 50%
Yeah,
when
because
they
they
come
keep
in married.
right,
Yeah.
exactly. These are people going down there to retire, you know, in their older age, and the next thing you know, they're divorced with another attractive woman in that age group.
Mm-hmm. Because the men outrank the women 1 to 10. So they have noons, they have morning people, then they have their girlfriends, then they have their mistress, then they still have their wife in the evening. So
Exactly, but
Billy Bob.
some of them are very obnoxious though too, Meangreene.
absolutely,
I mean, these guys are walking around just because they got medicine and they can still perform,
yeah.
going house to house.
Mm-hmm. And then, but the good thing is if you even work in the villages, your kids can go to the charter school, and then they still get the same benefits within the villages, the pools and all that.
But
And
I
then
tell
they
you what,
let them
you
go.
know what I was impressed with? I was impressed with all besides the sex, the activities they have for the older people are 24 hours a day.
Yeah, I have a friend named Kathy. There's actually a Facebook Villages Kathy website for just people named Kathy, for people to do things.
Yeah, they have
So
activities. I think they have activities, what, 16 hours a day?
at least, if not longer,
I believe
24
it's
sometimes.
maybe
They go
20,
down
but
to everywhere.
yeah. And they take trips. You know, they do other things too. They do everything.
Goat yoga.
And
Yoga
they
with
gotta limber
lemurs.
up their bodies.
Yep. Yep. I see that honey badger don't give a shit. That's exactly it. Yep.
What's up, Philly Bob?
But wow,
Buddy.
you're
It's a
still
good,
at 200, 8 hours in.
yeah.
That is
How
amazing.
many hours are we on? Wait,
8
8 hours.
hours,
Up to 8
10 minutes.
hours.
Oh my God, that's crazy.
8 hours,
Yep.
10 minutes for a pop-up and 200 people at
5:30 in the
5:35.
morning. Edwin comes on at 6 o'clock, everyone. So go over to Edwin.
Yep.
But all right, I mean, Green, it
All
was nice
right.
talking to you.
Good night, guys. Night,
Good
Angel.
night.
Good night, Meangreene.
See
And
you.
like I told you, you're always welcome here.
Well,
Always
thank
welcome
you.
up on panel.
And I'm not taking anybody's side in this. I just want Maisie to understand that, there are more options. She didn't have to just stop there. She can keep going with the Social Security and back
Thank you,
to.
Chris. Thanks, Chris.
So,
Uh,
okay,
yeah,
good night. I'll
She
let
she's
you
still
really
good.
finish up
is.
your show.
It truthfully is the Hatfields and the McCoys, and there is no helping either side to make up or anything. I could see that now. It'll never happen.
Zero.
Can we put Three Rivers in front of them like we did with the Hatfields and McCoys?
Oh
Like the
my God.
Ohio, the Monongahela, the Yakagani?
Uh,
Any of them fit in between them? The
No,
Hudson?
that's something that's never going to work out.
Man, okay.
There's more to that than. Listen, I think they like it a little bit. I got to be honest with you.
I was kind of comparing them to Ross and Rachel in the chat. How Jim Terry and Leanne were going at it.
oh,
Like
yeah.
Ross
See,
and
that
Rachel.
whole thing, I'm never going to understand it. That's why I wanted Bob up there because I figured, Bob would, he puts it, he lays it on the line. He tells you the whole thing, but not gonna work. Definitely not gonna work. And I don't want to be told what to do, and I'm not gonna be told what to do. This is my channel, and I'm not gonna be told what I can and cannot do.
Darn straight. That's the way it should
So
be.
I agree. I was proud of you. You know, that's it. And you know what? I'm going to say this, and I like everybody that was up here. You got to have a little bit more respect for the show sometimes.
no, the problem is that some people don't.
I said they have to learn to, because this is your channel, and if anybody should get it struck, if ever, and we don't want that, it should be something you decide to do, not somebody else's choice.
Exactly.
Yep.
You know,
And
and whoever live streamed this tonight, you're a piece of garbage.
Oh, that's okay. I'm going to strike that. I was waiting for it to be over so I can get the timestamp of when it was. But yeah, I am. These people think they're going to keep on walking all over me. First of all, you keep attacking me for no reason at all. I don't talk about you. I'm not even acknowledging you. And then you think you're going to live stream my show? It's not happening.
You know what went through my head
Whatever.
real quick? They all make fun of the other guy for live streaming everybody's shows, right? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Okay, because he's got no content. Well, why are they live streaming the Angel Gotti show? Because you got no content
You have
either.
no content. Exactly.
All right. Like it, don't like what we got, it's still content and it's ours.
Yeah. You notice how they'll make fun of over here and everything, but yet they don't have anything else to do except for to live stream us. What does
Well,
that
God,
tell you? Don't you have any content of your own?
no, you know what that is? Somebody texted, and it's an older guy who texted. They're obsessed with this show, and they just don't want to come out and say they're obsessed with it. So they'll try and make fun of it, but you're doing nothing but taking the content, live streaming this content, just proving you got nothing.
Yeah. Well, tomorrow night or tonight, it's members only. So what are you going to do then? You're not going to stream my members only. You're not going to use my members only because I'll just strike you.
PZ said I went to Mob Rat Hunter, and his whole page is
I
your
know.
shows.
And I
Is that true?
haven't struck him. I have not struck him.
I believe that's what he wants because he's got minimal subscribers, and he wants to be one of these guys to say she got my channel taken down.
Oh,
Keep pushing.
care less. I
God,
truly couldn't care less about him.
So
I
it's
couldn't
for
care
clout?
less about.
Really?
I really couldn't care less about any of them. I don't get mad. I don't care. I really don't care. But if you live stream our show here, I'm going to strike you. If you use my members only, I'm going to strike you. That's it. I don't care. Call me a rat. I don't care what you call me. I'm going to strike you.
It's not a rap move. Listen, that's your content. This is your business now. This is a business, okay? You mess with somebody's business, they have to do what they have to do to protect their business.
Yeah.
That's it.
I have to agree. In a business aspect, if they weren't productive, you would dismiss them as any other employer.
Yeah.
You know? So, if it turns out you're losing from it, then things have to change to adjust to your liking, not anybody else's, So yeah. Yep.
Hey, good morning, Chris Capello.
And you get to be the honey badger.
Do I ever sleep? Yeah, I'm going to be able to sleep today because my daughter's off, so I don't have to worry about getting up with the baby. Yeah, today I can sleep, actually.
So Philly Bob said, Angel, you're good at what you do. You're good-hearted, but you won't take no crap. Good content leader. Who cares what people say? I agree, buddy.
Philly Bob. Me too. Thank you so much.
I agree with you. You got to understand at the end of the day, this is Angel's show, but this is where you guys are all members, and this is where you come. This is your home.
Yeah.
You don't want people stealing your stuff.
And we don't want our stuff stolen that we entered into a conversation with.
Yeah.
And I'm sure people in chat are saying the same things.
That's another thing. You're absolutely right. People come here and confide in the show on a private show, and then their stuff is out on another show.
Right. Now, I can agree with it when you're on a public show and you let us know that. On a members only show, that's a different story, but you have to be able to grow your business. So you have to be able to show your shows unlimited with open panels, open chats.
I
So,
agree.
you know, I just think that, you know, we don't want to be taken advantage of as well as you being taken advantage of. So we're both on your side, you know, in more ways than one. So, yeah. So I agree. I haven't looked up any of these people other than Shack Lady to see what she looked like, but doesn't look like me.
Oh, really? So you found
I
out what
don't.
she looks like?
Well, I just looked up her channel and then looked at her little profile pic, and I just didn't think she looked like me. And then I kind of looked, and she's kind of like hippie-ish, and that definitely is not me.
Oh,
I mean,
really?
that's what it seemed like. She was on a horse and things like that, and
Why do they call her Shack Lady?
I have no clue. I never got
Oh,
that far. I just kind of looked and went, "Well, that's not me." You
oh,
know,
yeah, right.
I, you know, I live in Pennsylvania, closer more to where Trump got shot than anything, and more where 9/11 happened.
Donkey
So,
said Shack Lady looks like a troll. That is a fake AI pic of her.
oh, okay. Well,
I
that
never even
explains
heard of
that.
it. I never
But
even heard
mine
of
is
it till
not an
tonight.
AI. That is me and my husband at my daughter's wedding. So,
Oh, Bob used to be her co-host? Really?
ooh, didn't know that. Hi, Bob.
No, Steven, you go to the community page,
No, no,
okay?
no, no. The description of this. Um. Okay, I'm going to show everybody where it is. Watch. Let me show you where it's at. Tuesday night. Okay, can everybody see it?
Yes, I
Okay,
can
so
see
you
it.
can see it. Okay. So you see where this is the description. You see where it's at. Wow, we have 201 people still here. Right where this has here, join our members. It's right here. Click on that. And when you click on that, this is what happens. See, join this channel. It's right there. Okay. Everybody saw that, right?
Yep.
While you have that up, how do we buy memberships to give them away?
Same
Oh,
page, I think.
where that is okay. I gotta look at it from the YouTube side. Okay, so let's see. Let me get this back. So what you would do is, where's the? Come on, chat. Come up. Okay. See where the chat is?
Uh-huh.
There's like a smiley face. There's a dollar sign inside of a box.
Uh-huh.
There's a some kind of plus sign. There's a heart. That dollar sign, you click on it, and all the way at the bottom it says membership gifting.
Okay.
You
Okay.
see
Thank you.
that?
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty easy.
Thank you. I'll
Thank
need
you.
that later.
Mm,
So,
thank you. So, did I stopped sharing this, right? Okay, let me get rid of that. Okay. Okay, that's all done. She was mean to him? Who are you talking about?
Jack Lady,
Oh, Shack Lady was mean to Bob?
I think so.
I can't picture Bob taking anybody's BS. I just can't see Bob taking, I got the hiccups. Taking anybody's bullshit. I really can't. She lives in a shack off grid and complains about it. anything. She would do her lives from McDonald's to have Wi-Fi. Oh,
Yeah, definitely not me. I tried to lower my Wi-Fi. My husband found out in 3.2 seconds and came up and yelled at me. So
oh,
no, no way. Thank you.
PZ was just gonna tell the McDonald's story.
Wow, PZ, you've been in the chat all night pretty much.
Yeah, thank you.
That's funny.
He's
I
one of the
remember
people who said he's like tired of the fighting. Did I
I
not
paid you
get that?
$5 to change the subject when they were
What
fighting.
happened?
I said, I'll give $5 to change the subject. And then I gifted you $5 and the subject all of a sudden changed.
Oh, that's funny.
It was good. But, yep, the McDonald's story. My McDonald's story is I was on the Air Force Base in Lackland and they had a McDonald's right outside the gate where you couldn't reach it. That sucked.
What beans do you want me to spill, Dubs? I'll read what you wrote, and I think everybody will figure it out from there. Tony, spill the beans. I'm going to visit a certain person over the winter. All right. So we know say you're taking a trip. Good luck with that, buddy.
Spill the beans. I'm going to visit a certain person over the winter. What's the beans? What's the beans, Dubs?
I guess he's going to Canada because he was talking about
Oh,
test
you're
for-
going to see Palmina. All right, very good. Very good.
Thank you, Stephen.
And don't get like a 2-year-old and get jealous over nonsense.
What's up, Dapper? I didn't see you all night. He's here.
Oh, hey, Dapper. How are you? I'm tired. I'm really tired.
All right, I got to jump in the shower and head out. So I will talk
Tony,
to you
good
later.
luck. Good luck, and I'll
Yeah, Tony.
Talk to her later.
Yeah,
All
let
right,
Jen
guys.
keep me up to date.
You got it, sweetie. Good night, guys, and thank you so much. Everybody have a nice night.
Thank you so
Thank you,
much.
guys.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Good night.
Good night. Good night, Meangreene. Good night, Tony. Okay, let me just see how this is. Okay, that's done. Everyone, thank you so much for everything. Let me just say thank you to everyone. Thank you, Snake Plissken. Thank you, Kathy Fagan. Who's this? Leanne, thank you very much, Leanne. Yin Yang, thank you. Tina Beagle, thank you. Giovanni, thank you. Tina, thank you again. Donna DeMarco, thank you very much. Kevin, thank you. Justin, thank you. Oh, PZ, thank you, PZ. Thank you, PZ. Renewing your membership, thank you. Let me see. Okay. Yes, I will. So Jen will keep me posted about Tony and his surgery tomorrow. And then tomorrow night when we come on, we'll do a members only and I'll let everybody know what's going on with Tony, okay? Thank you, PZ. I have to. Do not forget to get some well-deserved rest too. Thank you very much, PZ. And thank you. And I'll see you all tomorrow night, okay? Good night, everyone. Thank you so much. Thank you for everything. Thank you. Everybody loved him. Hundreds of people would be by the courthouse. And he, put up his finger to the government, and that's it. This man is dying. and you still have him in solitary confinement. He was tied, his feet to the bed and his hands were tied to the bed. People want to question if my father was weak or tough. He had a severe kidney infection. He was sick. He didn't get to see a doctor. By the time he got off the bus, he was covered in blood. If there was ever a time to become a rat or something, it would have been then. No, instead he fought 5 trials. I defend my family. I think I do a pretty good job of defending my family. But other people defend my family also. I don't ask them to do it, but they do.